Today, I will be opening the Cowboy Bebop and Trigun Stampede Challenger decks. And what makes me so excited to open these decks is not just the decks themselves, which are very, very good and they have some really strong characters inside them, but it's also that every single deck is coming with a collector's booster pack of 6 alt art foil cards. And guys, they have gone all out on these collector cards. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that we got is a little booklet that shows all of the cards and tells you where to go for the UGN. By the way, whenever you go to the UGN and sign up, tell them that Let's Talk UVS sent you there and they'll hook me up with some free stuff. We have our collector booster, and then we have our deck. So it looks like I was supposed to have opened it from the bottom. And you can right away feel that this is 60 cards and that this is not just 50 cards. First off, we have Spike the Bounty Hunter, 6 hand size, 29 health. He gets to flip a foundation if an attack deals damage, offense or defense. He gets to draw. And then his attack is +1/+1 for every 3 face down foundations in your stage. So whenever you have like 6 face downs, you're going to be getting +2/+2. Very powerful. Faye, Queen of Hearts, flip 1 foundation. This attack is +2 or -2 damage. And then you can commit after one of your attacks deals damage, add the top card of your discard pile to your hand. So you're a 7 hand size character, but if an attack deals damage, it's like you were an 8 hand size character. All right, let's put our characters right here. I think these characters, by the way, are very, very strong. Okay, we have Spaceland, our action ultra rare. This is going to make something unblockable. And then we can also, on a rival's turn, ready 3 face downs. We get 2 Spaceland. We have Ein, short for Einstein, I learned after I mispronounced him in my earlier Bebop video. But you can commit if you have 3 or more face down foundations, draw 1 card. Or you can commit if you have 8 or more face downs, you can force your opponent to discard a card. That's going to be really important, especially in Fae, since Fae's not just adding speed. Fallen Angel's Revenge. Guys, look how good this card looks. And the shine on these cards. We have first enhance, discard 1 momentum, unflip 2 foundations. And then after we flip a foundation, it gets 1 speed. And we can use that response multiple times in an enhanced step. So if we flip 3 things in that enhanced step, we're getting 3 speed. We get 2 of these. So this is really nice that they do this. You're getting 2 of all of your rare cards. You're only gonna have to buy 2 challenger decks if you want a full play set of these cards. They're not holding anything to only a 1 of. And then we also get split second standoff, 6 diff, 5 mid 8. It's going to get 2 speed. If you have 8 or more face down foundations, you're going to double the attack speed. And now we have leaving the Bebop. Flip, discard 1 momentum. Then you mill cards and you're going to grab an attack into your hand. Again, 2 of those. Fateful Meeting. Remove after you take damage from an unblocked attack. Your rival's going to lose 3 health, but you cannot kill your rival this way. I cannot reduce them below 1. Questioning Threat, 2 mid 3, you can flip 1, give it 3 speed. It's also got some nasty deadlock on it. Falling Heel Strike. This is one of the best cards in the entire set right here. This is an A tier card. We'll see a lot of competitive play. 2 high 4, that might not excite you, but you get to unflip a foundation. This attack gets 2 speed. So it's a 4 high 4 that has stun 1, and you're going to get to unflip a foundation, which is huge in these characters. How many of these do you get? You get 3. That's perfect. High Roundhouse Kick, 4 high 4, discard momentum. It's going to become 4 high 9. Hunter's Pursuit, 5 low 5, but if you have 3 or more face downs, your next attack is going to get -2 difficulty, meaning that this is kind of like a 3 difficulty attack and not a 5 difficulty. Getting 3 of those. Jaw Jammer, this one's crazy. This is a throw. You're going to destroy a face down foundation. It's going to get 4 damage. It's now a 2 high 8 throw. You're getting 4 of those. You only need to buy 1 deck to get your full play set of Jaw Jammer. Okay, Ending the Dream, destroy. Your attack gets +4 damage. 3 of those. Fast Friendship, I think this is the best foundation in the entire deck. Flip, this attack gets -2 speed. If you have more face down foundations than your rival, this attack gets -3 speed instead. You are getting a full play set. Finally Awake, commit 1 foundation. Your high or mid attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. That can be really beneficial when you're going on a lethal attack string. Light it up. If you have more face downs than your rival, your attack's going to get +1 damage for free. Getting a full play set. Nothing like Andy. After you block with this card, remove it. Sing for me. Commit, discard 1 momentum, gain 2 health, and draw 1 card. Getting a full play set. Skeptical. Flip after you flip a foundation. Ready this foundation. And finally, the 0-diff syndicate target. After you play this card, lose 1 health. But it is after you play this card as a block, it is a 0 low block. It checks a 6. And again, you're just going to be flipping it with your character. So you don't really care that you're losing health when you play it as a block or when you play it into your stage. All right, so to me, I think that the best cards in the deck are the characters themselves. I think this 0-diff is going to be a staple. I think this Fast Friendship is going to be a staple in the game. Jawjammer will be a staple, and Falling Heel Strike will be a staple. But other than that, the deck has a lot of other very strong cards. Go check out my video that I did where I gave snap grades to each of the cards. Let's put these over to the side and open up our collector booster. First off, Questioning Threat, the 2 mid for 3. Holy cow. You can see that this is alternate art from the original. I'll compare them to all to the original after this. Skeptical. Syndicate target. Guys, I cannot tell you how good these cards look. I'm sure you can see it right here. Look at the shine on these. Falling Heel Strike, all of these are alternate arts as well. So they all look like XRs and they're all alternate art. Hunter's Pursuit. And an Ein. Holy cow. Guys, these are going to be some money cards. These are going to be worth some serious money. If you're a collector of the game, you are going to want to chase these. Let's see our best one of these. Probably the Falling Heel Strike. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if this is a $20, $30 card. Like if I had spent, you know, 30, 35 bucks on this deck, pulling a Falling Heel Strike alt art might have just paid for my deck. Let's put all of these. Out here. I'll find all of their originals and we can just compare. So here's the Falling Heel Strike original. Here is the new version. Let's go get a Syndicate target original, new version. Skeptical. You can see it originally was Spike and Jet, and now it's switched to Faye. See one of these other ones. These other ones are attacks. Hunter's Pursuit, once again, went from Spike and Jet to Faye. Very cool how they're switching characters here. Questioning Threats, staying Faye, but now in a way cooler pose with better art. And then the doggy, the cute little doggo. Here he's got his bowl. He's about to eat some kibbles, and here he's scratching his ear. Anyway, so you can see everything in this collector's pack is alt art. Everything is full art as well. You're going to the border. You don't have this like border that you had in the original card. Now we're going end to end with art and the text box. All right, let's jump into the Trigun. Deck. Okay, we got our collector booster. We have our handy dandy pamphlet. And then at the bottom, once again, I opened it up at the top. Starting off, Vash the Stampede. 6 hand size, 28 health, mill 1, your attack gets 2 speed, commit, discard 1 attack, draw 3 cards, playable on offense and on defense. So going second, turn 1, you can build 6, hold 1 card in your hand. If it's an attack, if your opponent starts attacking you, you can toss that attack, draw 3 cards to play as blocks. You don't even get punished for a solid build. You're getting that 2 speed. If you're more like a mid-range character, you can play some really solid defense being an 8 hand size character with 28 health. And then whenever you're ready to break down their wall, you're giving everything a speed. Very strong character. Nicholas D. Wolfwood is much more aggressive than Vash, and you see that in his design. He's more aggressive in the show. He's more aggressive in his design. He's going to give everything 3 damage if he mills 1, and then he can discard a momentum to draw 2 cards and also become an 8-hander. Let's put him down over here. And then we have Avoiding Conflict. The action, remove after this card enters your discard pile during the enhanced step, not as a check, but during the enhanced step. That attack is +2 damage or -2 speed. And then you can just play the enhance, put it on the bottom of your deck, draw a card. Basically just replacing itself. And we get 2 copies of those. 3 diff, asset, interdimensional plants. You can commit, destroy a foundation, draw a card. Your next check gets +1. And then you can also enhance discard a momentum. Your attack is 3 damage, gain a health. And then the ultra rare attack, Inevitable Clash. This is my favorite art in the entire deck. Just look at this. We've got Million Knives going up against Vash the Stampede. And it's a 5/7. You can add the top card of your discard pile to your hand. So if you're Vash and you discarded an attack to draw 3, well, if this was the attack that you played, you can just pick up the attack that you discarded right back to your hand. If you're anybody else, you can use that powerful 3, discard a momentum. If that momentum was an attack, you're going to pick it right back up. Very, very strong card. And then my favorite card in the entire deck that's not a character, Punisher's Beam. We are going to see this all over in competitive play, guys. 4/5. If this attack deals damage, you're going to destroy a rival foundation. It is up to you to pick that foundation. You can just destroy the best thing in their stage. Mill 3, add a ranged or weapon card, milled this way to your momentum. So a lot of times you're going to get a free momentum, and it just, by the way, has Breaker 1. We're going to see that card a lot. Counselor of Plants, flip after this card is committed due to a rival effect, gain 2 health, and ready 1 foundation. The Big Fall. Remove, your rival destroys 1 ready foundation, and it has deadlock to where you double that. And then we get Disabling Shot, a 5 diff 4 mid 5. If the top card of your deck is an attack, it's going to get stunned 2. Let's see how many of those we get. We get 4 of those. Fan the Hammer, 4 diff 3 low 3, mill 4. It's going to get 2 damage for every ranged attack milled that way. Going to get a full play set. Merciful Volley. This one's a pretty dang cool. Mill 2, your attack is X speed. X equals the highest difficulty on a card milled this way. So if you milled like that 6 difficulty attack, this thing is going to become 8 speed for 4 damage. If you're Vash, this is going to be 10 speed. Or if you're, Wolfwood, this is going to be 8 speed, 7 damage at that point. Just some insane stats to put on a 4 diff. This Nimble Maneuver, we can add the top card of our discard pile to the top card of our deck. So again, if we were Vash and we discarded an attack to get our draw, then we could put that attack back on the top card of our deck. If we have anything in our stage that says draw a card, we can then just draw it back. Steady Shot, 4 mid 4. If the top card of your discard pile is an attack, your rival's going to lose 2 health and you're going to gain 2 health. Then on to the foundations. Decisions. This attack, you can commit for 2 damage. If the top card of your discard pile is an attack, it's going to be 3 damage. Get the Scoop. You can flip, look at the top card of your deck, discard it. So if you absolutely need to check a 5, go ahead and get that 5 check off of there. Or if you see that it's an attack, you can put it on top of your discard pile, and then you can get some of these sweet effects off. Grasping for Answers, we can commit, flip it. If the top card of our deck is an attack, our next range attack is going to get -2 difficulty. Full play set. Motherly Affection, flip. If the top card of your discard pile is an attack, gain 2 health. You see a lot of this deck is discard manipulation. We want the top card of our deck to be an attack. Pitching In. We can choose a card in our discard pile, place it at the top of our discard pile. And, by the way, this just checks a 6 and is a 2 block and is a nice spam foundation. Prideless Negotiations. Here is our 0 diff. Breaker 1, 2 mid block. Seen It All. If the top card of your deck is an attack, or discard pile is an attack, this attack gets +1 speed or +1 damage. And then Suspended Bounty is our last card. We can commit for -2 speed. You know what it's going to say. If the top card of your discard is an attack, it gets -3 speed instead. All right, a full playset. So that is the deck. Both of these characters, I think, are like top 20 characters in the game, maybe even top 10. The best cards in the attack, other than the characters, I think is without a question Punisher's Beam and the action, Avoiding Conflict. I think when you buy the deck, these are the 4 cards that are going to see massive competitive play while you're buying the deck for them. Now let's open our collector booster. Suspended Bounty. So he's still suspended in there, but now we're zooming in a little bit on him. Motherly Affection. We've got Spike and Knives, or sorry, I'm still in Bebop mode. We got Vash and Million Knives Mother here. Disabling Shot. Decisions. Merciful Volley. And the last one. Oh! We got an alt art Punisher's Beam. Look at that card. Guys, I'm telling you, these decks are going to return value just based on the collector booster. I just got an alt art Punisher's Beam. It might, to me, this is going to be a $20, $30 card. On the Bebop deck, I got the alt art Falling Heel Strike. Guys, I think just with those 2 collector booster pulls alone, I basically paid for the decks. Well, I didn't pay anything. UVS Games hooked me up, but you get the point. If I had paid $30, $35 for the deck, these would have basically paid for them. I cannot believe it. The alt art Punisher's Beam. Holy cow. Let's see. So that was the Punisher's Beam. You can see the original art. Let's go compare the others real quick. Merciful Volley. Disabling Shot. Here was the Disabling Shot. Merciful Volley was right here. Here you can see it. Both of the art on these is a little bit dark. It's much easier to see in person. But you can see Vash there. And I like how his sunglasses are lighting up with the foil. Looks like a cat's eyes, when you see a cat under the bed. Merciful Volley. And what were the other ones? Decisions, Suspended Bounty. I got a Motherly Affection. And Decisions. So here we've got these 2. Here we have these 2. And Suspended Bounty. Guys, like I said, the decks themselves have some staples that we're going to see in competitive play. They have very strong cards. Wolfwood, Vash, Faye, Spike. These are going to be some very strong characters. The decks are worth it just to get these characters and strong cards. But these collector boosters just put it over the top. They look incredible. I think they're going to hold their value really, really well. So big shout out to UVS Games. Guys, Challenger deck releases January 19th. Go to your local game store and get some of these as fast as you can. I promise you, you're not going to regret it.